hope you've been candid with your client and told her how good our case against her really is. I wouldn't want you to have any delusions about what you're walking into, Mrs. Capel. Murder one's going to be easy to prove.
If you've come here for the sole purpose of intimidating Mrs. Capwell...
Nothing of the kind. In a way, I'm here to hold out a helping hand to all of you, but especially Mrs. Capel.
Well, I'm here to make sure that she doesn't accept any gifts from any strange Greeks.
What kind of helping hand are you talking about?
Well, let me preface it by saying that I'm making this offer out of the goodness of my heart. The district attorney himself is dead set against the idea.
Yeah, the district attorney is dead set against most ideas that he didn't come up with himself, but go ahead.
He's out for blood. I have a more practical turn of mind. Oh, I think we can get the conviction. But I also think justice can be served and the state saved a great deal of money if we take another approach. We had a 2-hour marathon meeting on this case, and I was finally able to get him to agree to offer Mrs. Capel a chance at plea bargaining.
Well, got our attention now. Do go on.
You're talking about making a deal.
That's right. Your mother will plead guilty to second-degree murder. There'll be no trial.
Are you saying to me that if I confess to a murder, then we wouldn't have to go through all of this?
That's right. Your family's skeletons, your own somewhat shadowy past history will stay buried. In short, none of the intimate tragedies of the past several years will have to be dragged out in public. The Capels can keep their secrets without having to go through that particular hell of publicity.
Why should she plead guilty to anything, huh? I mean, she's not guilty. Mason, you can get her off, right? Why don't you just tell him to take a flying jump?
Children aren't the only offenders. There are certain young adults that should be seen and not heard, too. Well?
Look, now, come on. You're not seriously considering this thing here, Mom. Huh? Look, I think you just better get out of here, Mr. Bassett, please.
You have nothing to say?
No, I agree with Ted. I think you should leave now.
Sure. Talk it over in private, but let me give you a piece of professional advice, Mrs. Capel. If you decide to plead innocent, you're going to be subjecting yourself and your family to a long and very ugly trial. I think it'd be a very selfish and destructive choice, and in the long run, futile.
I'll see you to the door.
You want to know how I feel about this thing personally? I'd like to see you fight it. Fight it all the way. The case is mine, and it'd be a windfall for me. National exposure and intense media coverage every day for as long as the trial lasts, and it'd last a good long while, I'm sure. Be seen as a crusader, undaunted by the Capel name, not intimidated by their power or seduced by their charisma, pressing forward against all odds in the name of justice. You might destroy your family, but you'd make my career. I could find my own way out. Let me know what you decide.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know right now, man. We're gonna fight you, and we're gonna win. My mother is innocent. Now, we're gonna get her off. You just wait and see, man. Now, get out of here.